Hi, it's Diana here. I'm out of office and chasing places. Welcome to my channel. Today we're visiting one of the tallest buildings in the world and hopping into the fastest elevator. We'll pass through the Bund Sightseeing Tunnel and stop by one of the 6 Starbucks reserved locations. Stay with me to discover some of the coolest things to do in Shanghai. I'm at the Bund, and even in daylight the view is impossible to look away from. I think a music video is being filmed here. Listen to this guy. He sings really well. I actually saw him here last night too. In the last video we saw the other side from far away. Today I'm going over there and heading up the Shanghai Tower, the 3rd tallest building in the world. But I'm not going there just anyway. I'll be taking the Bund Sightseeing Tunnel. The entrance is just next to the glowing fountain we saw in the evening. There are different price packages. You can take just the tunnel ride or combos that include the Shanghai Tower or some museums. I picked the package that includes a round trip through the tunnel and access to Shanghai Tower. It costs 245 yuan, which is roughly 30 euros. There wasn't any queue at the ticket counter. I don't know if it's usually crowded. We're heading down even more stairs, and it's quite a steep drop. Oh wow, this looks like a spaceship. And they still have the Christmas decorations. Look how cute these capsules are. It's pretty cool how they rotate on the track here at the end. You can see how empty it is here, almost like the capsule is just for us. And in we go! Oh, this is adorable, and it even comes with 4 chairs. I spot some lights in the distance. It must be a light show. I really didn't know what to expect. That was a fun ride. It took around 5 minutes. To be honest, I expected to come out right at the Shanghai Tower. I'm not sure why I thought that. Anyway, there's still some walking to do, but the TV tower looks absolutely stunning.
Please hold the handrail. Don't lean on it.
After a few minutes of walking, we found the Disney store and we're very close to the TV tower. What a cool country! They have outdoor escalators. And while we're going up, the landscape slowly comes into view.
Please hold the handrail. Don't lean on it. Don't look at the button.
This is a suspended roundabout for pedestrians. Wow, look at the pink flowers. I wasn't expecting to see flowers here in January. The view, it leaves me speechless. There's Shanghai Tower in the back, and that's where we'll be heading up. I know it looks small from here, but trust the process. I'm totally in love with the TV tower. My phone is full of pictures. I'm just a girl, pink catches my eye and I love it. For those who prefer less walking, the TV tower might be the easier choice to explore. I think Shanghai Tower is more special though. From up there we can see the TV tower. We're going all over the way to the 118th floor. I've never been this high before and it has something amazing, the fastest elevator in the world. The whole area, it's a business district and it looks amazing. I've always loved cityscapes with skyscrapers, particularly at night when the lights bring the whole scene to life. We're getting closer. Wow, look at it! It's so tall I can barely look up. That scooter nearly hit me. I don't get why they don't just ride on the street sometimes. We're nearly there. Now we have to find the entrance. So if you don't have a ticket, you probably need to get one outside, otherwise just follow the signs to enter. Looks like there's a shopping mall at the base of the tower. Finally made it. It took a bit longer than I expected. Anyway, no queue here either, only a few people ahead. Here we go, stepping into the fastest elevator in the world. It can reach 20 meters per second or 75 kilometers per hour. We're heading up to the 118th floor, though the tower has 128 floors in total. We're going up now. This is all live, no skipping ahead. This ride is incredibly smooth. I barely felt us leave the ground. Even though it doesn't really feel like we're moving, our ears are popping. It helps to swallow or yawn to relieve the pressure. Looks like the top speed now is 18 meters per second. The Shanghai Tower is the third tallest building in the world, standing at 632 meters. It's only surpassed by the Merdeka Tower in Kuala Lumpur and the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. We're nearly at the top. I can't wait to see the city from up here. It looks kinda foggy up here. Oh wow, we're so high up. I think this grey haze is pollution. I saw it when we landed as well. Everything is so tiny down there. And here's the big moment, checking out the TV tower. It's not as pink with all this haze, but it looks really good. I can see the roundabout I went on earlier. You can walk 360 degrees around the floor, and also if you go one floor up, there is a restaurant up there. It's really beautiful. I highly recommend this experience. Alright, quick story time. Let me tell you how I ended up here. So I was in the mall leaving the Shanghai Tower and I spotted these adorable pendants. Are those kind that you can pick inside, and in this one you can see your Chinese zodiac. The sellers noticed I liked them and started telling me they could make bracelets or keychains on the spot. They were trying to convince me to buy more than just a pendant. In the end, I gave in and decided I wanted a keychain. I asked how much it would be to make the exact model I liked, and they said 150 yuan, so I agreed. But as they were putting it together, they added a few little extras, and the final price ended up being 400 yuan, which is around 50 euros. I can't say I regret it, though the process wasn't exactly transparent. In the end, the keychain turned out lovely, and the sellers were very kind. A little tip to remember: whenever someone tries to sell you something, politely say no thanks and move along if you don't need it. The sellers here are definitely persistent. Here's the keychain I ended up with. It's super cute and I really appreciate that it was made by hand on the spot. Now we're heading back to the other side of the water, but we're soaking in the view again, especially at night with all the lights. It's gorgeous. Now we see the TV tower once more, illuminated and from much closer up. I thought we were at the roundabout already, but it turns out it's further ahead. There are more suspended walkways, so cool. You can also spot the police here, always with their lights on, making sure you know they're around. The view is way more lively at night than it was during the day. It's truly stunning. This roundabout looks so unreal, like something straight out of a drawing. We are back on the sightseeing tunnel, heading across to check out one of the 6 Starbucks reserve. Coming out of the tunnel, I spotted this robot making coffee. Of course, we had to give it a try. I'm pretty sure a regular coffee machine could do the same, but this one just makes it look way more futuristic. In the end, the coffee was really good. I've had worse at some cafes. Now look at this Louis Vuitton shop. Now I understand why their products are so expensive. They have to make money somehow. Right beside it we find the Starbucks reserve. This place definitely feels like a high-end shopping spot. Looks like there's a lot of people in front. Hopefully we can get in. Looks like a 2-story Starbucks. Looks like we're able to enter without any issues.
当时刚拆的时候还在外面。还是有的，不是不是。
It feels like a Starbucks, only much larger.
How old are you now? Yeah?
It seems quite busy. I'm not sure we'll be able to find a place to sit. Wow, this must be the roastery machine. Oh, something is spinning there. It might be coffee inside. Oh, they've just added the coffee beans. It's interesting to see how this works. And we have some Starbucks merch here. I really like this thermos. It's a thermos that comes with a cup. Very cute. I'm curious about the price. This is 299 yuan, which is about 36 euros. I like this mug too. Check out this coffee cup set. There's one for each Starbucks Reserve. There are in Chicago, Tokyo, Shanghai, New York, Seattle, and Milan. The ground level appears to be entirely dedicated to coffee, and it seems they offer food too. You can also find some clothing merchandise here. Now going up on the second floor. Okay, so this is Tirana. So this is all dedicated to tea then. Yeah, you can find here different kinds of tea. It makes sense to have this in China. Check out this flowering tea. You drop the bowl in the water and it blooms like a flower. These teas are 88 yuan for 50 grams, so around 10 euros. We have here this cool looking bar, and this is it with the Starbucks Reserve. We're skipping drinks here since it's quite expensive by local standards. I prefer to enjoy a snack from the nearby food market. Here's the little food market. I saw something interesting here and I just want to try it. It's something like with rice and egg.
What?
拿不动了吗？一会儿我这儿有啊。
Wow, the portion is larger than I imagined.
Hanno csak a mecsenet a
Mada.
Kütie?
You pay by scanning the QR code with Alipay and the seller puts in the price. This one was 28 yuan, which is around 350 euros. But you don't really need cash in China, you can just go on with Alipay everywhere. Next, we wanted to get a mango. The mangoes here are much bigger than what we usually see back home, and they taste way better too.
Hello, mango.
Can I get one?
要一个 ？Okay, okay.
You can tell I was set on getting the mango, I didn't even bother tasting it. You pick the mango you like and they slice it up for you on the spot and take it in a container.
这个？Okay, okay.
It's 26 yuan per 100 grams and I ended up paying 72 yuan, so almost 9 euros. Turns out these mangoes come all the way from Vietnam. I already know where I want to travel next time.
Thank you.
新年快乐。
Alright, back to my snack. It's a rice roll wrapped in a thin egg layer with little chunks of tofu inside. The tofu was a surprise, I didn't expect it, but it's actually really tasty. Definitely recommend. By the end, the tofu got tricky to grab with chopsticks. But hey, I'm still learning. To wrap up the day, we headed to a restaurant near the hotel. I went for Asian cucumbers and edamame. The edamame were really interesting. The pods are marinated, so when you pop the beans out, you also get the flavor. Honestly, I had to Google how to eat them. So, in conclusion, Shanghai Tower is a must-see. It's such a fun experience and you get to check out the other side of the river too. The sightseeing tunnel is nice, but I wouldn't call it unmissable. Maybe just do it one way because we had to walk back from Shanghai Tower to the tunnel, but public transport would have been faster. The good part, we got to see the area near the TV tower all lit up at night. And one final tip, when someone insists on selling you something, just say no and keep going. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give a like and a share if you enjoyed it. In the upcoming video, we'll dive into Shanghai more traditional areas.